Top 5. Today we're talking about our 5 favorite destinations for Christmas, so Christmas holiday time. So anyway, I'm Philip, and with me today I've got Leslie and Katie. So I'm going to kick off, if y'all don't mind.
Yeah.
I'm going to start us off with, okay, so this one I have as my number 5, because some people are going to like it, some maybe not so much, depending on the time, the phase of your life. I would say Disney, specifically Walt Disney World. Again, some people are going to love that, especially got little kids. Others may want to avoid it like the plague during that time of year, because it's a really busy time to go. But it is something special. They do, of course, things very well there at Disney at Christmas time, have special shows. Other fun thing is you hear about the parents who have the trip to Disney as one of the presents. So you get to the end of the present time, and all of a sudden the big reveal is, all of us packed, we're heading to the airport now, we're going to Disney. So I think Disney is fun that time of year, despite the fact that it is super crowded.
Super crowded.
Super crowded.
Yes.
How about you? What's your number 5?
My number 5 is not specifically a location, but it's a river cruise, whether it's the Rhine or the Danube. They have all the Christmas markets set up, and they're set up well before Christmas, but there's something magical about being there over Christmas and experience it. I should say that I am not a fan of the cold, so it is very cold that time of year, but if you're okay with being bundled up and seeing all these beautiful small European towns while taking advantage of the Christmas markets, I think it's a really, truly magical way to spend the holidays.
That's a good point, saying, if you want the cold or not. I guess the Disney World one is a little bit on the warmer side, but you can definitely do the whole bundle up thing. And
if you like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we had our President's Club trip, and we just missed Christmas markets by, I think, a week or 2, right?
Yeah, they were about to be
But I don't remember it being overly cold.
It was frigid.
Okay,
yes.
memory not so good.
Amsterdam was frigidly cold, skin-piercingly cold.
I really don't remember that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good deal. So, what you got for your number 5?
My number 5 is actually great for people who don't like the cold. My number
Perfect.
5 is Hawaii.
Okay.
Especially if you're traveling with kids, you have a longer break from school, so you can easily go a farther distance. Hawaii is just a great family-friendly option year-round. And I know that they celebrate well there. My sister's actually engaged to someone from Hawaii, so she goes out there for New Year's every year, and they've got fireworks and all sorts of parties on the islands. So I just think it'd be a great place to escape the cold, but not go for a total culture shock.
I'd say that'd be good for you, not liking the cold.
Yeah.
Why don't you give us your number 4?
So my number 4 is going to be Cabo San Lucas. Again, going back to not enjoying the cold, I think Cabo is a perfect blend of, it's kind of breezy during the day, but you have the sun, you have the mountains, the desert, the water that you probably won't swim in really ever. But it's just so nice to be able to be on the beach at Christmas time while just this beautiful, gorgeous scenery is behind you. Plus the Cabo Marina is really fun. There's some really cool excursions out there. It's one of my favorite destinations in Mexico. Such a quick flight down, and then you're in an international place, celebrating Christmas on a gorgeous beach. So.
And you're not cold.
And you're not cold. Well, at night you're probably a little chilly, but not during the day.
Bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. And the thing you mentioned, you're not going to be swimming in the water, just that you.
Yes.
For the vast majority of that beach is not swimmable because of the undertow.
Right.
Being so.
And the Pacific is usually colder anyway, so it's just good to view. The views are beautiful.
Yeah. Number 4 for you.
My number 4 is actually going to be Disney World.
Okay, there we go. Crossover. First crossover.
Yeah. As Philip said, it is just a fantastic spot to go for Christmas, especially if you've been to the parks before. They decorate really well. They have a lot of holiday celebrations, and if you aren't intent on getting every single ride, I think it's a good time to just go and enjoy the Disney magic.
Obviously, I agree with that. My number 4 is, for obvious reasons, going to be the Holy Land, Israel. Going over there, it's kind of really. I really want to do it myself. Is to go over there during that time and just experience it. Be so fantastic, and we've got some great properties over there. Got the King David and a hotel. Those things are just beautiful in that area, and to go to the different sites where so many important things happened in Christian history. That's on my list to do at some point for my number 4. How about number for me?
Number
for
3.
you?
For me?
For you.
So my number 3 is a place close to my heart, right? Yes. My home, New York. New York is a great place to visit anytime, but I especially love New York in December. Between Thanksgiving and Christmas, I think the city's really at its best. You've got the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree, you have ice skating in Rockefeller Center and in Central Park. All of the storefronts are decorated. It's just a nice time to go. Everyone's mostly cheerful. People are playing Christmas music in the subway stations. So it is cold, brutally cold, but you can go to your own little stateside Christmas market in Bryant Park. So that's where I spend Christmas every year.
Cool. For me, I'm like you. I don't like the cold, but I think at Christmas, at times, you kind of need to have the snow and stuff sometimes. So I'm going that direction on my third pick. I'm going to Montana, and specifically, I'm going to a resort called the Palms Up resort there. One of the first suppliers that we deal with, and they go all out on Christmas. They're going to have the sleigh rides. They're going to have the tubing down the hills for snow. They're going to have the visit from Santa. It's a really high-end resort. They got their cabins. They also have like the safari type tents. It's a great experience, great resort. Going to be covered in snow everywhere. So for those of us in the South who may or may not get snow at Christmas, this place you're going to have snow at Christmas. It's going to be beautiful, great resort. They do things first class there. So I'm doing Paws Up in Montana.
So mine's kind of twofold. I know you've already said Disney World. Mine's that plus a Disney cruise, because I think if you're going on a Disney cruise out of Port Canaveral, it only makes sense to spend a day or two in Disney before you go. But the Disney cruise, the themes during, I think right after Thanksgiving, they call them the Very Merry Time Christmas cruises. So yes, ships are crowded, the parks are even more crowded, so a way to kind of avoid that, still get that really magical Disney feel, would be to do a cruise, which is all Christmas themed. You get the characters, you get the quality, luxury of Disney without, having to stand in line to ride rides. So I think doing a day at the parks before actual Christmas and then driving to the port, getting on a cruise for 6 or 7 nights, I think that's a really cool way to spend Christmas. Disney is very near and dear to my heart. I spend a lot of time there, and it's just a really, for all ages, I think it's just a great place.
It's interesting because you talked about, when I did Disney, when I brought up Disney, the crowds. The crowding is an issue, it's a problem. I had a Disney experience on a Disney cruise, and it's the same crowd as it's going to be anytime. But it's capacity control. I mean, there's probably haven't had a Disney cruise go out with an open cabin in years. So they're full all the time. So this will be no more crowded or uncrowded than any other time it goes.
And honestly, if you go into it with an open mind, knowing it's going to be crowded, not expecting to ride everything maybe in one day, I think it's a lot more enjoyable than only giving yourself an hour or 1 hour at each park and just trying to see everything in one day. So a couple days before a cruise, I think, is a good blend for everything.
Absolutely. So that was number 3.
Three.
Did you do 3 for me? You did 3,
I did
right?
3, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to do my number 2, and this is another crossover. Mine is a Christmas river cruise. I was specifically going with Alma, thinking that they do so many of the great Christmas markets and stuff. So just like Leslie was saying, it's a really great way to do it. Fun. You're going to be able to, if you're there for Christmas itself, you have a couple of days probably ahead of time. You hit the Christmas markets, do last minute shopping, and then the latter part, as soon as Christmas is over, all of a sudden all that Christmas market stuff goes on sale, so you can really get some good deals on the back end of that. But anyway, so being in that part of Europe, in the Germany area, and Europe is just fantastic that time of year. Beautiful scenery. Yeah, I think river cruise. Big fan of river cruises. Love the Christmas markets. That's the way to do it, I think. How about you for your number 2?
Mine's also a crossover. My number 2 is New York City. Although I hate the cold, like I've mentioned, I think, like Katie said, it's just a truly wonderful place to spend the holidays. What I love about it is that the city's already very lit up, but it just kind of lights up in a different way throughout the entire holiday season. There's lights on trees, there's Christmas shows, the Christmas tree obviously is up in Rockefeller Center. It's just, it's kind of just like a different atmosphere overall. It completely changes, and I just think it's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous place anyway, but I think during Christmas and the holidays, it has a different air about it. And though it is cold, as long as you bundle up properly, then you'll be fine.
And you never know
I
with New
survived.
York.
Yeah, that's
Sometimes-
true. It could be very mild.
In so many ways, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know. But I've been there for Christmas sometimes where it's 73 degrees
Yeah.
2 days before
No.
Christmas, and
Yeah.
then it's like 30 the next day.
Yeah,
So.
it's bearable. Plus, if you get cold, you go down and ride a subway or go to your hotel or your apartment. Most places don't have AC anyway, so it's probably warm in there.
Yeah.
How about you?
So my number 2 is also a crossover.
Okay, here we go.
I know. Look at this.
We didn't share a
We
list
didn't.
ahead of time.
So mine is just the European Christmas markets in general.
Okay.
I think the river cruises are a great way to see them, and it's a really efficient way to travel through that part of Europe because you unpack once and then you have all of these Christmas markets on each stop. But whether you do that or whether you do a multi-destination trip within Germany, where maybe you're visiting a few different cities and going to those different Christmas markets, or going to Germany then to Austria, I just think, like you said, it's a magical time to be in Europe. The Christmas markets have such a wonderful atmosphere. You can't help but feel in the Christmas spirit. Have some Glühwein, that'll really put you there.
I should have mentioned that because
I love the Glühwein.
there are some people I know who drink that pretty heavy.
It's out there.
It's just a great time to go over there for
It
sure.
is. Yeah, I love that one. And why don't you end this with what's your overall number 1? I have no idea where you're going. Not a
So,
clue.
really?
Not a clue.
So my number 1 is, of course, Australia, one of my absolute favorite
For
places
Christmas?
in the world.
Okay, I didn't know
Yes,
that.
because it's summertime over there when it's
Oh, when it's
winter.
warm. Okay, okay.
Of course, would be my favorite. So if you want to go somewhere, obviously it's far. There's probably other places you could go, but if you want to go over there, get in the water, see the animals, take adventurous outdoor activities. It's a fantastic place for that because it's so much warmer over there, and their summer is really not as unbearable as our summer can be. They just have everything. I think Australia is a fantastic destination year-round, but I think spending summer and Christmas, like, surfing Santa instead of all bundled up Santa, I think it's really cool.
And you have some killer fireworks.
Killer fireworks for
New
New Year's if you're there the whole time. But yeah, just overall, I think a warm Christmas to me is kind of foreign. Not that it's freezing here, but you just always think of Christmas and cold. So to spend it kind of backwards, like backwards Christmas, I really dig that. I would totally go to Australia or something there.
How about you? What's your number 1?
So my number 1, it's a little broad. I'm just going to say skiing.
Okay.
Skiing for me is one of the best things to do at Christmas. Everyone wants that Bing Crosby White Christmas moment, I think, except for Leslie. So I really like skiing, whether you're going to Switzerland and then you get some of that European feel, or whether you're going to Vermont and you're singing with Bing Crosby and dancing with Danny Kaye, or whether you're going out west. I love skiing. It's one of my favorite things to do in life, but I think it's just a great way to spend Christmas. It's easy to rent a house and have your whole family there with you, so it's just, it's a fun way
I think
to...
I knew you were a skier.
I'm a big
I didn't
skier.
know that.
Like, I started skiing when I was 3 years old.
Okay, I
Yeah.
didn't know
Oh,
that.
wow.
Love skiing.
Okay. Good. So Leslie, for her number 1 pick, she picked what her favorite place to go anyway. I'm doing the same thing. So for my number 1, they said New York. Mine's London. I love being over in London during the holidays, and of course it feels like kind of an old-timey Christmas sometimes in certain parts of London when you're there. I was over there when they're right. I mean, like the day of Christmas, we flew over there, and was there for Boxing Day, and just a lot of fun. Little holiday parades, different parts of London. Just really fun place to be. A little bit cold, but a lot of fun. So the things that you can normally do in London, you can do maybe not on Boxing Day itself, but the day after Boxing Day, everything starts opening back up again. But it's a beautiful thing, kind of old-timey Christmas along with the big city. Just love it. My favorite. So let us know what some of your favorite places are to do for Christmas, and thank y'all again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.